Well, I hope you can all see me. You got your hand up, Zlatko. Okay, cool. Perfect. I'm just waiting for some more to come. But it's recorded anyway, so I might as well continue as the channel is open. And I think today is the day of realization for many things. So welcome, Damir, welcome back. Sorry, I had to end the meeting and because of the time. Now it's recording now, so everything's here. I'm going to continue this. I'm going to continue to speak because there's a clear channel open. This is being recorded. So I'm just going to continue. There's no coincidence that I'm overlooking a square that's full of pigeons, which is one of those things that Nikola Tesla was fond of. And in the last 12 hours, I've had more inspiration on discovering more about Nikola Tesla. And the last such thing was listening to his final interview 45 minutes ago. So I have a clear perspective of what he was trying to speak about. And I have a very simplistic view of that. And I think true Tesla Technologies really is coming back down to simplicity. Humanity has confused itself with this desire to excel and exceed its own capacities and discoveries in science. These experiments that lead to nowhere. This capitalism, this commercialization. And this was not who Nikola Tesla was. And I don't think there's any coincidence that we've just recently celebrated the 75th anniversary of his passing. And I don't believe that there's any coincidence that in his 75th year of his birth, Thomas Edison passed away and Nikola Tesla regained some of his fame during the last 8 or 9 years of his life. In 8 years' time, a similar cycle ends from a planetary aspect that ended just before Nikola Tesla passed away. So I don't think there's any coincidence in all of this. And I think I have to look at this from a divine perspective, from a very, very high perspective. And I could see the message that Nikola Tesla was delivering. And I can never forget how this whole project and this connection with Tomislav manifested. And it began in Budapest. And it began at a kid's school. And that connection of love that was between me and this child and the woman that we were together as a family. So that connection was born in love, much the same as the human being is created in love. And Nikola Tesla's message was about love, peace, and harmony. He didn't want to see his technology capitalized and used for war efforts and war games. And that was where it was leading to. But his final message is quite clear, very, very clear, crystal clear to anybody that really, I suppose, is a clear vessel or an empty vessel that can look at and understand what he's trying to say, because he's talking about light, that we're all from the light. And that we all have this capability of manifesting and creating. We're creators. That's what we're here for. His life journey was about creating from his mind. I don't know if he ever created any prototypes or many of them. Reading the little that I have about him, most of his ideas came from his mind. And he played with them in his mind and he broke them and destroyed them until they were able to be materialized. And then he materialized them. And there's some similarities in my character, and there's similarities with Tomislav Tesla's character. And I believe that there are certain aspects of Nikola Tesla running through many of us that I'm connected with today. Those things that he lacked, for example, during his ventures into America. I'm surrounded by this group of intellectuals, of visionaries, humble individuals that have a common goal and have a common purpose and have a common understanding of what life is really about. Nikola Tesla also, in his final words, explained what life was all about. So the vision for True Tesla Technologies is one of these things that I believe is going to evolve, and it's going to really revolutionize the world in positive ways. And that journey commences here in Osijek. And this city, from an energetic perspective, is aligned with the energy of Tesla, with the passion, with the desire to transform and change how we live. So the foundation of True Tesla Technologies will always be here in Osijek, in Baranje. But I believe that the higher aspect of the Tesla vision has to be materialized. It has to be realized to reverse the damage and the atrocities that have been created using technology created by a genius that was never intended for that purpose. And now through Tomislav Tesla, we're going back to pure creative technology, utilizing Mother Nature as a source, which Nikola Tesla always believed in. Improving or modifying or utilizing new technologies and ideas in helping mankind to live in a sustainable way, in a way that's in harmony and in balance with all that is, with all that Mother Nature provides us. To take it back to simplicity, to take it back to that community way of living. And that's where everything begins and ends in our lives. It all begins and ends with us. But today, in today's society, it doesn't begin and end with us. It begins with everything outside of us and ends within us, because we continue to pay that price, or that we carry this template through society, from society, of the way it should be. And it shouldn't be that way at all. And maybe these are the secrets that Tesla had written: the power of thought, the power of the mind, the power of manifestation. And nobody really in society in the US at that time would want to inspire people to change and take away all of those billions and billions of dollars that they'd earned from Nikola Tesla's technology. So, having followed this story, and this is a living story, there's no substance to it other than a series of steps, of visions, of following signs and synchronicities, following intuition, following feelings, going in no known direction, but slowly building this accolade and this wonderful team of people that can help, that can form part of this consciousness, and to expand on the ideas and the philosophies of most of the world's great philosophers and most of the world's great inventors. Their genius was meant for humanity. We have a solution, and it all begins with Tomislav Tesla's hydro power plant and some of his other technologies, such as housing, such as fishing, sustainable farming, railway engineering, railway technology, all these things that are revolutionary and will transform the way that many millions, if not billions of people can live freely, healthily, wealthily, and without any fear, and to do the things that brings them joy and passion. That's a grand vision, but that vision is achievable because there is a vision that's driving it. There's an essence that's driving it. And that essence is pure energy. And as more and more people join this group of individuals, we're merging this consciousness, we're merging these resources. I see villages and Tesla communities of the future that are built around pyramids, because we now understand what pyramid technology can offer. I see utilizing the vast riverways of the world, building new communities. We don't need to change the old. The old is the old. There's a new way of living. There's a new lifestyle to be created. That literally is a parallel system, yes. It's in line with the stepping consciousness. It's in line with the evolution of man. And there's one particular country that it could be in line with the evolution of the country. And I'm talking about Russia. Russia has inherited a vast amount of old-fashioned and old idealistic views and opinions of things that work and don't work. This communism, this capitalism, socialism. But they have issues, and they're not afraid to invite people from the outside world to explore with them. And there's no coincidence that on the 19th of December, there was a massive article published by the BBC that highlighted the tremendous issue that President Putin is facing and publicly announced measures that they're taking, but also highlighted an issue and a requirement for help or a solution. The foundation of Tesla is energy and harnessing Mother Nature. Today, Tomislav Tesla's hydropower plant will harness Mother Nature, will harmonize with Mother Nature, will improve the eco and environmental systems and everything associated with Mother Nature, will replenish and create new. With the addition of pyramid technology, I can also envision that this having this wonderful effect of having healing benefits from the water. So we're going to be using Mother Nature and every resource that we know of to enhance people's lives, to give back to them. We're not stealing from Mother Nature, we're utilizing Mother Nature. We're in harmony. In addition to the hydropower plant, we have this fisheries technology, which I know very little about. But I yesterday learned about his railway technology in a very, very simple way. It's a technology that can revolutionize the whole railway infrastructure around the world. Through something very, very, very simple. We'll see where that journey takes us. But these are all things that can help improve the way people live, the span of many different technologies. And who knows what else is in Tomislav's mind? I don't know. What I see myself as is possibly part of Nikola Tesla's consciousness, the driving force that Nikola Tesla had, or the tenacity that Nikola Tesla had, without the understanding of commerce and business. I do have that skill and I do have that insight, and I have created this before. As I mentioned in the beginning, this journey started in a school. The name of the school was Happy Kids in Budapest. When I launched my company, my first attempt at trying to change the world in 2004 in Croatia, we located ourselves in an office in Vukovar. As I was passing the old office a few days ago, it's been transformed into a kindergarten that's called Happy Kids. So that's full circle. The agency that's managing the affairs for this Monotowns project for Russia is located in the center of Moscow. It's a presidential university. It's also located within 4 or 5 kilometers of certain individuals from my life, and two individuals that were connected to Tomislav Tesla in Budapest. So there's a full circle. I cannot not follow these signs. So I'm asking for help. I've got a mind full of knowledge, a mind full of wisdom, a mind full of visions, and I have an idea and a way that it can be delivered. I'm asking those that wish to participate and to join this project going forward is to support me in a way that you can. You can send me a letter of your support, that you support this crazy Englishman with these fantastic visionary ideas that wants to save the world, and you support my quest to go and knock on President Putin's door and seek a meeting with him from one human being to another, because I do believe he is the solution and he has the resource and the capabilities of delivering that vision. In the last month, I've met with some great scientists, scientific minds, and that's triggered off this bigger consciousness, it's triggered off this bigger picture. This vision can really transform the world. Putin has an issue that needs the attention of 14 million people, 14 million people in 320 cities within the territory of Russia. That's a big territory, that's a big project, and we have the solution. How that expands for blue energy is endless. Putin has the resource, natural resource, without removing resource from the ground. He's harmonizing resource. He has the potential to deliver electricity around the world. That's something big that will transform. The concept of communities can be developed. They can be shared all around the world, first with Putin's allies. And Putin can be potentially seen as the savior of humanity. He goes down in history as a savior of humanity. Tesla's vision and aspirations and dreams are realized. It's a win-win situation. When you take away money from the conclusion, from the situation, anything is possible. If we can present a way in which it doesn't cost anything for anyone other than those that want to be part of it, it's a win-win-win-win situation. So I've got plenty to learn, and I really am seeking your help and guidance, and forming a unified front in going to offer a solution that's been born and created in the heart of Croatia. We're reigniting the heart of Croatia in Baranja, which has been heavily commercialized and capitalized by those that want to gain power. This is a mission of love. This is a mission of light. And this is a mission of transformation. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time today. Take care.